Hi there, this is Vanessa Ho again, and today I want to welcome back my special guest, the guest expert David Tran in Vietnam, who helps English-speaking clients with visa needs so they can visit and they can even relocate to Vietnam. See, he also helps his clients buy real estate there as well. And I have asked him to come back on this video and a short interview with us so they can help me to answer some of the visa questions that I'm getting from my viewers. Hi, David. How you doing?
Hi, Vanessa. I'm good. Yeah, thank you for asking. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Okay, so let's go ahead and maybe I think like some of my viewers may not listen to or watch other videos that we interviewed you last time. So if you don't mind to just give us a short bio about yourself, and then we can start on the questions.
But first, how would you like an ongoing supply of free reports, helpful resources and unique cultural insights for meeting, dating and marrying a Vietnamese woman? Too easy. Just take a quick moment to subscribe. And click the bell icon. And you'll never miss out again.
Yeah, so my name is David Tran. My Vietnamese name is Tran Deng Das. So I have 5 years working with foreigners on real estate and accommodation. Besides that, we just starting to do the business with visa and foreigner support to open company here in Vietnam and legal support too. So yeah, I'm helping a lot of expats to come to Vietnam and relocate here, first with their accommodation and later on with the company setup and the visa ensues.
All right. That's reminding me about one question I got from one of my viewers that if they need any service related to visa or relocate in Vietnam in general, then you can, your agency can help them. Doesn't matter if it's in Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi or Da Nang, right? Because
yeah,
online, right?
Yeah, we have the office around Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, Da Nang, Hoi An, and Da Lat. And we are on planning to open more and more represent office in all around Vietnam, especially tourism country.
Oh, okay.
Tourism city, sorry, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, because I have questions from my viewers the other day that it just popped out of my my head that yeah, he asking like if I know any agency in Ho Chi Minh City specifically, because I heard that also that Vietnam, I think they changed the rule a little bit regarding to like whoever flying to the international airport, they have to have the visa done at that city, I think.
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
So you can no longer do like from Ho Chi Minh City, but then you fly into Hanoi.
No, you can't do that, except you get your visa at Vietnam embassy in your country. So by that way, you can arrive in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City without any issues. So, but with visa on arrival, when you come to the airport and they will provide for you the visa, so you have to arrive the right airport. For example, with business visa, if your company from Ho Chi Minh City, you had to arrive in Ho Chi Minh City. If your company from Da Nang, you had to arrive in Da Nang Airport. And if in Hanoi, it's the same.
I see. Okay, that's awesome. That's great to know because yeah, I recall I've been back to Vietnam myself for 5 times since I left the country, like 29 years now. But my last time came back is last December. And then I came back here in January, right before, a couple of weeks before the COVID hit. Yeah, so, but then the gap between my last visit to Vietnam compared to my previous one is almost 11 years. So there was so much to learn anyway. And it's good to know a lot of changes. Vietnam is really, really growing and developing country, to my surprise. I heard about it a lot because I still have friends there and relatives there in Vietnam. But then, until you see it with your own eyes, then you're like, wow, they're really growing and developing.
That's correct.
Honestly. Okay. So get back to our main questions, because is number one. I have the question from many of my viewers is they anxiously want to know what are the latest update on getting a visa to visit Vietnam.
So yeah, in the last couple of days, the government of Vietnam already give the new order that they will open the international flight from Vietnam to Tokyo, Vietnam to Korea, Vietnam to Chinese, especially Taiwan. And next week, it's gonna be like Vietnam to Cambodia and Laos. So Vietnam steadily open more and more border with every country around the world, as long as that country can control the COVID-19 situation, and the client who arrived on that international flight had to quarantine 14 days in the camp base or like in hotel with the government support. Mm-hmm. That is the latest news. But the thing is, with this international flight, they just selling ticket the airplane for people who already had their visa. So the visa are going to be a problem, and we still don't know yet about tourist visa, but with client had company here in Vietnam ready to sponsor for them. They can ask about the letter, and they can come to Vietnam. Yes, and definitely quarantine 14 days in a hotel.
Okay, I see. Yeah, because I actually heard about that news, and I mentioned it one of my videos for my viewers, but I just want to clarify that, if you don't mind. I know that all arrivals have to be quarantined 14 days as a mandatory, and they have to pay it out their pocket.
That's correct.
Yeah. And my question is like, for those people who want to stay in those hotels, so it have to be a side hotel from the government that they approve. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay, I see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like some of my viewers wonder if like they just pick any hotel and then just just stay there.
Yeah, the government really considering that option right now, that you can quarantine yourself in the room or in your apartment anywhere, but they still considering about it. There no official order about that. Now you can just only quarantine in the government hotel, which means like the government will pick like some specific hotel and put you into quarantine there. There will be police, there will be medical staff there, there will be anything there. So they will fully control you and supervise you as long as need, like 14 days until that procedure done.
Yeah, so they can have a better control of, actually.
That's correct.
Control the spread, just in case. Okay, that's awesome to know. Okay, and let me see. Awesome. And the next question we receiving is that for those foreigners, expats over there, I know that right now their most concern is extending the visa beyond 30 days. And
yes.
Is your agency, does your agency do that as well?
So typically right now, the tourist visa for people arrive before 1st March is valid for 30 days. And people arrive Vietnam after 1st March can't extend anymore and had to use the automatically extension from the government. That may cause a problem that they had to leave the country as long as the government still provided, and when they stop it, you had to pay for the plane ticket to get out of the country, or otherwise you can't stay here, but you had to pay the overstaying fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's not really that complicated, because I heard a lot of concern, and then from my viewers question too, like, oh, they actually have to fly out because right now with the COVID spread still, try to under control, and they worry like where should I fly to? Because some of the options, like in the US, we still try to live with the COVID and try to deal with it. But in the US, we have we cannot really totally control the people because of the policy of the government and all that. So, so that's really great to know those questions, that there's options for the foreigners. Especially, I know that once you stuck, because I actually have a friend who came. I didn't find out. I didn't know this until I came back to the U.S. Already in early January. He actually came back to Vietnam, visit Vietnam around the same time with me, and we friends way back, like I have to say like 30 plus 40 years. And he came back there, and now he stayed there. He's still in Vietnam right now, so he's been there for like.
We're stuck here,
9 months. But fortunately, because he's an IT, he worked with database and all that, so he just like Joe's, our friends. He can work high. So so he's okay. I guess he even enjoyed it over there.
So to be honest, here in Vietnam, under this COVID-19 situation, it's pretty safe here when you live here. And to be honest, everything is cheap. Apartment is cheap, food is cheap, and you're safe. So why don't you stay here more,
Yeah, I mean, especially if you still can keep your job, then you can stay in the salary that you live in the US, and then you just live in Vietnam. Now that's what I was I was kind of like joking, half joking, but half serious too, because I said that since the COVID problems in March here in the US until now, Alex and I, we've been working from home anyway, and we only go out to buy food and some important stuff that we have to do. But to the point that last week I drove an hour to go visit my my mom's friends, which is almost like my other mom, and I kind of I'm not really comfortable about driving because I haven't driven that far for like for like 9 months, because I came to Vietnam, visit Vietnam in December. I stayed for 6 weeks, and I came back, and then all this outbreak started going on, and then and so almost a year, like more than 9 months that I didn't really drive in the US, basically on a long distance. And I got a little nervous when I was driving last week to her house to visit her. So that's why I'm like, it's great if I, maybe another option that I should just stay there since January. I'm just but I love it because I came back there for 6 weeks. I travel almost every day. I got up since 5, 6 in the a.m. I got back in the house at like 1, 2 a.m. And one of my good friends there, she's like, "You crazy. I never seen someone like you, like for 6 weeks and you on every day." But then there's still places that I haven't visited. So, and I went with my niece for 2 weeks too, but then she had to get back for her work. And she said that she definitely gonna come back and to Vietnam and visit. It was her first time ever. She was born and raised here in the US. And we did visit Bali and Singapore, but then after Bali and Singapore, she said, "Oh, Vietnam have all the, especially compared to Bali, in Vietnam we do have those scenery, beautiful, gorgeous scenery too." Yeah. So she said, "Yeah, I'm coming back again." And my sister and I were even thinking about taking my mom back there to visit. She hadn't been back for years, and she's 80 years old now, and then she a little boy here, get a little depressed, especially with this, situation, COVID spread still not under really control in the US. Then it's really sad for them. Like you can turn into depression. A lot of people, happen to people too. So we say, so keep us in check that as soon as Vietnam open the door to regular international flights, so give me a minute, pinch me. So I
definitely,
and get her go back then for visit her relatives and all that. Okay, so it's just a little more chit chat. So that's where my viewer can see that, like, exactly what you doing, and you know exactly what you're offering for your services and
Yes.
business. So I'm really grateful that you agreed to go on this interview at the last minute, because I know that a lot of my viewers and a lot of people who want to visit Vietnam, as well as for business, as well as for the foreigners who are staying in Vietnam right now, they're really anxiously, to know the news, especially related to their staying over there. So that's why I have to kind of like rush you and say, David, can you go on and do the interview as soon as you can? So that's why, our viewers can get updates, the latest updates. Okay, so back to my, first of all, I want to say thank you so much, David, for your time and
Yes.
knowledge and sharing. And and then for my viewers, thanks so much for watching and thanks for your time. But again, if you have any question related to visa and also relocated to Vietnam, don't hesitate to reach out or put down your comment or your question down the comment section below the video, as well as you can just connect with us. For right now, we will directly connect you with David and his agency until we can set up a website where we can, the link and all that we can just share with you guys later. It's coming soon, so yeah, so please hold tight with us. Okay, and definitely subscribe for my channel so you can you won't miss out on any upcoming videos, and see you later. And once again, this is Vanessa Hall, and thanks for watching, and thanks, David. We talk to you later. Thanks so much, and good
Thanks,
night.
Vanessa. Yeah, good night.
Okay. Oops. Let me